Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Live Console. We're really proud of what we've done with the Live Console. We feel it's one of the best features of Webinar Ignition, so we think you guys are absolutely going to love it. We are continuing to improve on it, even from what it is now. But to get to the Live Console, you just need to be on the dashboard and click on Show Live Console. Okay, and this is what it looks like. This is the main area that you want to go to when you're managing your live webinar. Okay, it's going to show you a lot of different things, and there's a lot of functionality built into this console. So these 6 buttons here, let me just explain what those are. The first one here is the number of people that are on the live webinar. Okay, so it's tracking how many people are on the call or on that page. Then you have the total number of registrants, okay, overall for the webinar. Then you have orders, okay, so you can actually track how many people have ordered your product, okay, and I'll show you how to configure that here in a second. Then you have the total number of questions and total number of active questions, okay, so active questions meaning they haven't been answered yet, and I'll show you how to manage those questions here in a second. Then you also have the Start a Hangout. So when you are ready, you can just click on Start a Hangout. It'll open up the Hangout screen, and that's where you take that embed code and you paste it into the live page tab. Okay, and you will start your webinar. We are looking to do API integration as well. So at the time of this recording, we don't have Hangout API integration where it'll automatically just put that into Webinar Ignition. Right now, you need to start the Hangout, copy and paste the embed code into your live webinar embed video settings, this area right here. Okay, so this is the console area. Okay, there's 3 other things that you have here. You have your on-air message, you have your managed questions, and then manage registrants. Okay, I'll start with the managed registrants. This is actually a pretty neat feature. So it's going to show you everybody who has registered for the webinar. It's going to tell you if they've attended the event or the webinar, if they've watched the replay, and if they've ordered. Okay, so it takes them all the way through the sequence, and then we break it down by percentages so you can see how many of those people you have actually converted from registrants and then into orders. So that's really, really cool. Now, excuse me, you can export this to CSV. Obviously, if you do the integration with an autoresponder, they're all getting put on your email list. And then we have this hot leads. Okay, hot leads are people that have attended the event or watched the replay but have not ordered yet. So you can export them and you can follow up with them and say, hey, I noticed you watched the event or you watched a replay, but you never ordered. Is there something that I can do to help you? Or, so you can follow up with those leads. Now, in order to track the people that have ordered your product, you need to put this iframe code on your download page. Okay, so if you don't know how to do this, you may want to get a developer or someone who knows how to paste code onto a page. But whatever your download page is or your thank you page is, you just want to put this little iframe onto that page. Okay, and that's how we track the unique people that have purchased your product. Okay, so that's how we're tracking that. Now you also have the area for managing your questions. So you don't need to refresh this page. They automatically refresh. And what happens is, so say that this is a demo question that I put in. Okay, someone submits a question and you'll notice it says, thank you for the question. This refreshes in 15 seconds. So if they do want to ask another question, they can do so. So now once that question is submitted, this is going to auto refresh, and it refreshes every 5 or 10 seconds. It's not going to be exactly right at that second, but as you can see, there's the question right there. You can either delete the question, okay, you can mark it as answered, or you can actually send them a direct email, okay, with whatever email that they used, and it'll open up an email box and you can email them. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can do that if you want to email them directly, or if you want to just answer their question live on the webinar, you can do that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this as answered, okay, and you'll notice here that it's under the answered questions now. So all of your active questions will come in here, and you can either delete them or you can put them into the answered questions. So this is where you're going to go, and you can export this into a CSV if you'd like to follow up with people later. Okay, so it's a really cool feature. Then the other button here is on-air message. This is where you can publish or push a call to action live on your webinar. So you can do any type of HTML or text here, or if you want to just put in an order button and a URL, you can do that as well. So I'll just show you. This is a test call to action, and say I just wanted to bold this, center it, and I'll just make it red, and then click here to order. To order now. And I'll just say this was my checkouts URL. So I'm going to save that and go back here. Now watch what happens. This refreshes about every few seconds, like every 5 seconds, I believe. And there it is. There's my test. There's that call to action, and here's the order button. So you can push this live during your webinar. Okay, so it's really, really cool. And now what's awesome about this is that you can actually update this in real time. So 50% off for 20 minutes, and change, and you could change that link. I'll just click on save now. Okay, you need to make sure that the on-air broadcast switch is turned on, okay, for this to happen, and then click on save on-air settings. And now you'll notice there it goes. It just switched. Now the person did not have to refresh the page. They're watching your live stream, and you're able to push out any call to action, any HTML, an order button. It's extremely powerful and flexible. So that is what you can do with your on-air message. So really, really cool, guys. This console, it's constantly evolving, but it's actually turned out really great, we feel, and it's a great way to manage everything happening with your live webinar. So I would highly recommend utilizing this, pushing, when you're ready to do your sales pitch, to use the on-air message. It's a great way to track your questions and your registrants. So that is the Live Console.